Hello, I'm Brando Crozier, and I'm working on my project named Charitable Computers. Our value proposition is that we're trying to offer people a way to buy computers and know that part of their cost is going to charity. This gives them that reassurance that what the money they're spending is helping go to good causes. We want to make sure they know about good charities. We want to make sure they know that they're getting quality parts, and we want them to have peace of mind through warranties. As you'll look with our MVP, which is a website, wireframe website, they can follow links such as this charities link, takes them down, and they can see a couple different sites that allow them to do research. There's links to the sites. They can also check out our materials, where we have a list of suppliers, and including things such as Intel, Asus, Western Digital to get the parts. We would also have a blog, and this blog would be geared towards up-to-date information on computer technology and charity news. And they could go and they can shop. We'd start with the basic idea. You get your basic computer, intermediate computer, and advanced computer. You would go in, you could choose your charity, and you could also, of course, customize your computers. So this gives people that chance to meet all of those value proposition needs. We'd want to build the relationship, as mentioned, with a blog. The blog could keep active, keep people involved. We could run promotions through the blogs. And it would keep being able to bring people back to the website with the articles we posted. We could also give advice on or quick lessons on computer basics. And we could keep people well informed through newsletters, keep track of their donations, let them know proof of donation, future activities with those charities and how donations are going towards them. And keep identifying nonprofits with the highest efficiencies so people know that they're sending their money to the right place. One other little relationship that we're just starting to work on the idea of is the optional in-home setup. It could bring a little bit of that revenue in and just offer more of that one-on-one. We'd like to have our customers as computer buyers, nonprofits, and the early evangelists being people that are actively involved in blogs, as well as the nonprofits themselves. With the nonprofits, they can purchase from us and then be able to donate their money, choose the money donated back to their own things. One example that we had is an interview where Brent Lamb was from the KU endowment was talking about how he was excited that he could do this, and that helped me realize that that's a good potential early evangelist concept. Let's see. Our channels of distribution. Our channels would be that, of course, they have the website to engage with, its blog. They order there, and then the deliveries come straight to their homes. Key activities we need to get going to get this set up is that we need to get the parts at a great deal. We need to find contract manufacturers and distributors. We need to get webmaster and sales manager with competitive wages. We need to get our website and blog going, and it has to be consistently maintained and active. We need a solid relationship with the manufacturers and distributors, especially engaging and getting the sales manager knowing and working with them. And of course, continued nonprofit research. Our key resources would be these contracts with the manufacturers and distributors, as well as the suppliers of the parts. Our webmaster and sales manager, our key crew, and then of course the website itself and the blog, key resources. We look for our key partners being the parts suppliers, nonprofit blogs we could work with, even if it is just the activity of the blogs back and forth. one concept we're looking into and was recommended is nonprofit corporate sponsorship, building that relationship. Costs that we're looking at is roughly 231 to 682 in parts, about 30 per computer, $33 in labor, $40 for the distribution and sales, $8.10 in the ads, and $4.92 in administration. These numbers are a breakdown off of the sale of 118,000 units. The computers can sell for anywhere between $300, which is the basic with no customizations, to $1,049, which is the advanced with customizations. Of course, this would be minus 5% for the donations, and we're looking at the optional in-home setup. Now, this does show that we do have low margins, especially with the parts. We are operating in a low window there, and we would need to improve our partnership with the suppliers to try to keep these prices as low as possible. The most relevant things that we need to keep checking and testing is with the customers. We want to keep working on the nonprofit blogger early evangelists. We want our relationship interest to keep looking at how well keeping people engaged with promotions on the blogs will work. With our channels, we want to make sure that people are caring about the charity research on the site. In our value, we want to keep making sure that the charity is giving weight to choice. As we can see in the interview list, it does, knowing here, we have about 62% interest in the brand name parts, 68% interest in the warranty. Then we're looking at 76% interest if the computer was a little bit cheaper, and 66% interest, the computer being the same price, which is coming close match to warranty and beating out the price. We're seeing that there is a potential for more weight on the charity aspect, but we need to see how we can promote that more. And this is research from people that aren't even our target early evangelists, which is going to be the nonprofit bloggers. We're trying to improve research in that area. Now, the key thing for the resource is getting contract manufacturers and distributors, making sure they would be on board. Key activity to worry about is making sure the web presence is bringing traffic. Partnerships and costs is making sure that the suppliers, manufacturers, and distributors are working on effective deals to keep the margins low. Revenue is people being willing to pay the same price as competitors, which we're seeing at least more than half of that interest. Now, I can't show you my original canvas because, as you can tell here, this is a thing that's been updated week to week, but the early evangelist was something I didn't have. The this new optional in-home setup for the revenue streams is something that's new to the idea. I had not originally thought of the blog interest. I had not also been looking into keeping up this research into the into the nonprofits. In key resources, I had not. In key resources, activities, and partners, the contract distributors was a whole new development. And then in the revenue, I hadn't thought of the optional in-home setup. I look forward to your input, and great to have been able to present this.